It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
The ground, drop a pick on them. I get chilly going ham, make it sick on them. New Ferrari hit the ground, drop a pick on them. It get chilly going ham, I get sick on them. These niggas talk a lot, my dollar's up a lot. Hall of Fame, you're a step and got me up a notch. Drop some cash on her ass for she be on blocks. I'm a gangster so they notice when I hit the spot. This illegal decorated, gotta keep a Glock. Plus I'm living with no smut, mean I'm at the top.
What's the good old big deal with the people? You already know what time it is. It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to bring you the verdict for you to deliver on. Another one like the other one. Y'all already know we're going to get right off into it. So, scrolling down YouTube today and came across a message that was put out there from another older Crip member and a Crip member that's out of my area. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Melvin former. So if I serve myself correct, yesterday Melvin former went upon his channel and he had a message to deliver. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who this message was for, if it was for social media or if it was for someone specific. Now, I don't know if it was for social media, because a lot of these dudes who've been getting up here on social media these last times and speaks about the peace and or ceasefire meeting, none of these guys was there. And all of these guys are hearing third-party information from other people. But with them hearing this third-party information, they still choose to get out on camera and speak against what was done or put their own little twist onto what they think happened and or done. So I'm gonna just go ahead and drop this audio from OG, and y'all already know it's the heavyweight and the half effect. We're gonna commentate.
In corners with Melvin Farmer, and we just coming back where you can look on the Citizen News, man, and you see a house was raided and barricaded up as SWAT went in and arrested a suspect in a homicide in downtown Los Angeles early this morning. That's popping news, but we got some real hot fire coming at you now, man. We spitting fire with no flame on Hidden Corners. Now, we hear all this rhetoric. I don't know, because I don't look at social media, but I'm in these streets all the time. Now, when I do feel like it's time to shine. Now, the 60s and the 8 trades, they had a discussion about a ceasefire, not no peace treaty. There's no such thing as peace when you lost your loved ones, so let's get that shit straight. That's why the language is very important. Y'all be following this bullshit. Keep on following it, because you damn sure don't have no input in what's going on with the gangster Crips in LA and across the nation. We move as one, all sides moving. Now, let's look at how we doing this shit. To the east, we got the Hoovers as allies. To the north, we got Rolling 60 now as allies, as I speak right now. Now, that could change. All it takes is one murder, but usually when this shit go down like that, it's a honor, where your word means something, not your money. Now, we got the Bloods to the east. Now, we got the 9-0s and 100. They got their own little issues and their own little separations and what they doing. So, that's how these things go. There's nobody on the internet other than those that are talking in a positive message that has any impact on the decisions that go down. This is for public. The gangster
All right, so that was the audio right there that I wanted to let you guys hear as well. There is another part to the audio that we're gonna play, that we're gonna press play on and address as well. So, first thing I want to address, he basically is speaking as if what's on the internet is fake or is giving too much, and that is not happening. He speaks, I don't know what y'all got going on with this internet, but you own an internet channel of your own to relay a message. You hopped on here as if you was against the internet and the messages that was going out on the internet to give your own message on the internet. And that's what's been going on a lot. Everybody I've seen hop up here been saying what's not supposed to be on the internet, what's not supposed to be tape recorded, and all these dudes is getting on here and giving up game, monumental game, and mouthing off on the internet. So like that type of talk is an oxymoron in itself. Secondly, Melvin Former, I don't know what are you informed on, but from my understanding and from my eyes, you were not at the peace talk and or ceasefire meeting. From my understanding, myself, Tiny Menace, and another from A-Trade was the representatives for our community. Excuse me, words are hard. Was kind of tongue-tied there. Now, with that being said, I don't know. I don't want to take it as if aim is being pointed at me or brokered towards me, but let me give you guys some more news. This whole peace thing and or ceasefire came from the internet. Y'all keep saying why this is on the internet and what to keep off the internet. This whole thing came from the internet, from this post right here.
The 60s, gonna have a sit down and we're gonna try to bring this shit to a head. We've been beefing with the niggas for over 43 years. Murders. I'm talking about murders. Shit that don't even make sense. Because an eye for an eye just leaving us all blind, bro. Shit really needs to change. And I'm gonna be the one to make that change. I represent how people feel, and we gonna come together, bro, and make this change. Other than that, I really don't give a fuck about nothing else. I'm not focused on nothing else but trying to help my community.
That's a brave step to take.
Look, you know what else is a brave step? Going to kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Going to noodle a nigga that you don't even know because you feel disrespected, that's a brave step. So which one is the better poison? On the real, this one helps everybody, this one hurts everybody. So a person with a logical mind, that decision is not hard to make, cuz. This is gonna influence so many other games because we the first Crip on Crip war.
After this post went viral, talks were set in place for a meeting to be had. Now, to me, it looked like you reporting from downtown LA, Skid Road in the background. I see tents and things like that. And it's kind of sickening down there in downtown LA, as well as the COVID rise is back on the rise. And downtown LA is a dangerous spot. I've gotten sick down there myself, so I don't know if this is the atmosphere of downtown LA taking cast over you and the approach in which you use, in the approach that you choose to take. But this started on the internet and came from people like myself and Tiny Menace. Second, you highlight that it ain't no peace. What the F y'all talking about? It ain't no peace. It's a ceasefire. It can't be no peace when people love one died. Well, allow me to lay this out, since it can't be no peace. At one point in time, the A-Trade gangsters and the 6 Deuce Brims was beefing. The A-Trade gangsters and the Inglewood families was beefing. The A-Trade gangsters and the Hoovers had about several different wars. And you know what all these wars have in common? People died on both sides. People died on both sides from all these hoods. You know what else? These things, you know what else all this has in common? A-Trade no longer beef with none of these guys. On top of that, I'm going to give you something else they got in common. All of those hoods are allowed to come through A-Trade gangster community and not be harmed and have nothing happen to them and have respect shown to them. So you tell me in all that I explained, where is no peace in that? And how can no peace be brokered? Because you can call it what you want to call it and make it sound good. If you calling that a ceasefire, that's your opinion and what you guys choose to, and what you guys wish to choose. I call that type of shit peace because ain't nothing happening. But I don't think when those decisions was made and who brokered them decisions, do you think they ever factored in to think about how those people family felt who lost loved ones to those gangs? No. Another thing, even if it ain't my business to even speak on, the 30s and the 40s, they in beef. They back cool. I'm pretty sure it's dead bodies on their side. Into which it's this is look. Let's stop acting like this shit is something brand new, like something foreign is just landing on Earth and coming from out of nowhere. This is not nothing new. Nothing up under the sun is new. Our ancestors fought for their rights and allowed themselves to get their ass whooped by the police, legislation, politicians, you know what I'm saying? And whoever was against them. And you know what they kept on pressing was peace. When their kids was dying, getting lynched, all that type of stuff. So about loved ones being lost and there can't be no peace, man. Like, cut that out. Cut that out. But then you go on to speak that being with this ceasefire that the Hoovers are allies and the 60s are allies of ours now. How can these guys be allies of ours? And that's inaccurate information because we pushing the peace. We still trying to get the ball rolling and trying to make this thing official. But how can they be allies of ours without there being no peace? So again, I see you in downtown LA, big dog, and I don't know if that's the situation. If you're on an early morning wake up, or if something just disturbed you, or whatever the case may be. But I understand the word in which I'm choosing, and I'm a dude that's right here on this internet that's trying to give it and giving it that positive push. And I'm pushing peace. I'm not pushing ceasefire and guns down. Y'all can push that. I'm pushing peace. That's what I'm pushing. And it came from the likes of people like me. That's why I'm speaking on it. So I don't know where the misrepresentation or misconstruedness is coming in at. But we like to deal in facts and always set that record straight, man. So I'm going to play the last bit of this audio from Melvin Former. And you already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
Here in Corners with Melvin Farmer, and we just coming back where you can look on the Citizen News van, and you see a house was raided and barricaded up, and SWAT went in and arrested a suspect in a homicide in downtown Los Angeles early this morning. That's popping news, but we got some real hot fire coming at you now, man. We spitting fire with no flame on Hidden Corners. Now, we hear all this rhetoric. I don't know, because I don't look at social media, but I'm in these streets all the time. Now, when I do feel like it's time to shine. Now, the 60s and the A-Trades, they had a discussion about a ceasefire, not no peace treaty. There's no such thing as peace when you lost your loved ones. So let's get that shit straight. That's why the language is very important. Y'all be following this bullshit. Keep on following it, because you damn sure don't have no input in what's going on with the gangster Crips in LA and across the nation. We move as one, all sides move. Now, let's look at how we doing this shit. To the east, we got the Hoovers as allies. To the north, we got Rolling 60 now as allies, as I speak right now. Now, that could change. All it takes is one murder, but usually when this shit go down like that, it's a honor, where your word means something, not your money. Now, we got the Bloods to the east. Now, we got the 90s and the 100. They got their own little issues and their own little separations of what they doing. So, that's how these things go. There's nobody on the internet other than those that are talking in a positive message that has any impact on the decisions that go down. This is for public safety, and it's not just the gangster Crips and the Rolling 60s and the Hoovers and the Blood. This is just for Crips, because I can't speak on no Blood. But I tell you this, we in 7 continents. We have the power to make moves once we unify each other. And
So he concluded his message with basically, you know, what's understood ain't got to be explained, and you know, the internet off the internet and this and that. But you know, you came on here and explained the whole message on the internet, bro. So OG, you gotta be high. You came on here and you explained the whole message on the internet, and all y'all keep saying stay off the internet, but y'all getting up on here daily and exposing things and situations, bro. So like a lot of you guys is doing this, like, bro, it's an oxymoron, bro, and you can't be thinking. I don't know on what spectrum are you guys thinking and or speaking. Everybody just want a voice, and I understand everybody trying to tie themselves to this because they see the momentum that it's been having. It's a momentum shifter and changer. But stop attaching yourself to this thing for the wrong reasons. Definitely if you do not have the full story in or understanding of what's going on. Because my man just got on here and said we allies with the 60s. Then said it wasn't no peace, it's a ceasefire. Peace cannot be allowed because people have died. Then he went on to discussing the dynamics of how large the Crips is, how they came from small streets right here in South LA and flourished in all these continents and around the world. It's global. Furthermore, went on to highlight all the states that Crips are in, and I don't know where that factored into, but let me say this here. A lot of them Crips out of town don't have the problems that Crips out here in LA have. Like out of town, the 60s and 8 trades really don't beef. In a lot of them states, they actually kick it with each other and actually friends with each other, got songs and music with each other, things like that. They really be on some Crip time, you know what I'm saying, down there in that South. They really don't have that hate for each other and have them hood beefs that LA have. And don't get it twisted, some of them will try to adapt that mentality to take back to their hometown, like this how I go in the motherland, we really don't supposed to be fucking with them, we supposed to be beefing with them. But that ain't how I go. They get money with each other, they childhood friends, they know each other, their communities be right next door, and they just be on some like Crip shit. Like, man, we Crips, homie, you know what I'm saying? We both pushing C's, we both wearing blue. And it's sensible and makes sense. Because that's what it was initially out here. And that's, but let's normalize to stop getting on this internet talking about what shouldn't be on the internet, but exposing your own opinion on the situation, because you're not doing nothing but fanning flames on the fire that has already sparked and began to spread. because it's peace out here. Ain't nothing going on, man. It feels peaceful out here. And then on top of that, the name of your podcast channel is Hidden Corners with Melvin Former. So let's just be mindful that we not the only ones in these streets out here. But see, I'm not giving it from downtown LA streets or perspective. I'm right here in the perspective area, concrete jungle of the 83rd Street Crips. Every day, single-handedly. So that's where my perspective is coming from. My perspective not coming from a home. It's not coming from an office, a Fortune 500 company. It's not coming from downtown LA. It's not coming from a tent. It's not coming from a grocery store. It's coming right here from the grid. Not the grid program. The foundation on of which I stand. Right here in the trenches. So it's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe and run this up. Because it don't cost you nothing to press that notification button. And I'm going to conclude this there.